The brown-fish owl was not on the wish list for birders who visited Goa up to 10 years ago. The famous owl of our poorer woods roosted on the same tree for many years, and is probably the most photographed bird of its kind. Most of the other birding sites on the coastal belt had a resident brown-fish owl, and many of these, like our poorer woods, do not have a perennial water source. Nearly every stream in the Western Ghats, the mountain chain that borders Goa on the east, had resident birds, and in the Galjibad River in Kottigau Wildlife Sanctuary, I once counted 5 birds on a stretch of river less than a kilometre long. These birds have now disappeared from all the known sites, with the exception of a single bird that I saw in Kottigau last year, and a nest near Molan National Park that I was fortunate enough to document on video in 2011. I've not seen a single brown-fish owl in Goa for nearly 10 years. The situation is similar in the higher parts of the Western Ghats. In neighbouring Karnataka, in Dandeli Anchi Tiger Reserve, where I saw only one pair near Gund village in April 2014. The reason for this decline is unknown. We can argue that the owl of our poorer woods disappeared due to overbirding, but the other sites are mostly unknown to birders. Habitat loss is hard to blame, as although development obliterated patches of forest, most of the forests are healthier than they were 20 years ago, partly a result of reduced firewood collection following the introduction of subsidised LPG gas by the government of the 1990s. Hunting was never a problem in South India, like it is in the northeast, and the forests of the Western Ghats are much better protected since Dandeli Anchi was declared a tiger reserve. Social media groups for bird photography are another way to estimate bird numbers. Here, very few photographs of this owl can be found, another indication of its rarity. I estimate a decline of 80% in the population in Goa in the last 10 years. If this indicates the trend for the whole of the Western Ghats, an area where this bird was considered common, the decline is sufficiently rapid to breach the threshold for a declaration of vulnerable under the population trend criterion established by the IUCN Red List of Threatened Birds. That is a 30% decrease in under 10 years.